and we're going to find out in this video which is the best boot of the year. So I've got my football boots cap here, and inside I've got 24 different boots. Now you can see them on the screen now, which ones we've got in the competition. And what we're going to do is I'm going to pull them out. Now the first 8 that I put out are going to go straight to round 2. After that, we're going to start putting boots against each other, and you guys are going to vote and tell me which you think are the best. Through straight to round 2 are the Mizuno Betas. The T90 Laser Remake is through 2. The Mizuno Morelia Neos 3. Looks like the Predator Remakes are through 4. The Nemesis 19.1 5. The X19 Plus 6. The Puma Futures 7. Alright, last one. And the Furons. Alright, they're all through to round 2. So now we're going to go head to head. Here we go. This is the first head to head clash. So the Phantom Visions against the X19.1s. Where are they? What we got? So guys, don't think about just this colorway. Think about all the boots that you've seen through this year. I tried to find like the best I could for each boot. What I thought was one of the best colorways. You guys might have other preferences. We're going to go to the live chat. It's just going to be a case of you guys smashing which one you think is the best, and whichever one dominates the live chat is going to go through. Which ones are you guys going to go for? We've got a lot of X's. I think, unless anybody says otherwise, that we are going to go with the... Oh, the Vision's coming back now. Make your mind up. Put your vote in now. But I think we're going with the X19.1. So I'm going to move the X19.1 through to round 2. Okay, so the next matchup is the Puma 1, the Nemesis 19 Plus. So Puma 1's worn by likes of Aguero against, what was it? The Nemesis 19 Plus. So not so many people wearing those. Definitely a standout. Nemesis by far. Nemesis. Alright guys, we're not going to mess around here. We're going to move on. Nemesis goes to the next round. The Predator 19 Plus versus the Copa 20s. The Predators or the Copas. I think the Copas are really nice. They haven't really changed much since the 19 version. Now we're into the 20s. But guys, vote in this. Which one are you going for? Whoa, the Copa's doing alright here. Is the Copa going to knock the Predator out? Couldn't possibly believe it. At this rate, I'm going to say you guys are going Copa. It's happened. I cannot actually believe it, but you guys have voted for the Copas. They're through to the next round. That is an upset in the cup. Alright, Tiempo versus the Copa 20.1s. These are the laced versions of those. So guys, have a vote now. Let me know which your favorite is. Are you going with the Tiempos or the Copa 20.1s? 20.1s. Both of these leather boots. What are you guys deciding? Smash that chat now and tell me what we're going for. Looks like, yep, Tiempo is the way we're going to go. Tiempo is through and the Copas are out. Guys, vote for me now. Tell me what you want. Do you want to keep the Vapors in the game, or do you want to keep those X99.1 boots? Harley says Vapor. Jensen says Vapor. Jaden says Vapor. Harry says Vapor. Simon says Vapor. Alright, I think we're not going to mess around. The Vapor moves on. Now we got the Phantom Venoms against the Predator 19.1s. Alright, this is a good matchup. Phantom Venom from Nike against the Adidas Predator 19.1s. Alright guys, so in this one I want to know, are you going with Harry Kane's boot or are you going with Harry Winks' boot? Two Tottenham players, one wears the Phantom Venoms, the other one wears the Predators. So here we go, what we got happening in the chat. Jaden says Venoms, Alpha Red says Pred, John says Venom. Okay, here we go. You guys are throwing it in. You know what? The Venom, I think, is taking this. The Venom has got it. There's definitely a few votes for the Predators, but the Venom is moving on. The New Balance Tekla, worn by Lavelle Rose. I think the only person in the world who wears these on pitch in games. I'm sure you guys maybe know some more, but that's the only one I can think of right now. Against the Superfly, and oh my days, what are you guys thinking of the new Mbappe signature release? Obviously, there's been a lot of other Superflies this year. There's a couple of people saying Tekla, but we all know that there is absolutely no way, especially by the way you're voting, that the Tekla is beating the Superfly Bye-bye, Tekla. Okay, last two of round one. It is the Rebula 3 against the Under Armour Magnetico. Alright, so the Magnetico is worn by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Where's it gone? Here it is. I really love the look of this boot, actually. New release recently-ish from Mizuno. A lot of good things being said about the Rebula. Okay, this is an interesting matchup. I want to know what you guys think. You guys going the Under Armour or Mizuno? Simon says Magnetico. Jaden says Trent's boot. Harley says Under Armour. Magnetico. I think the answer is that the Magnetico from Under Armour is going through. We are into round two. Alright, so the first matchup of round two sees these two. The Nemesis 19.1 versus the X 19.1. Now, the Nemesis we're using for the 19.1 are these, the messy ones. Came out just when he got the Ballon d'Or. What do you think? Nemesis or X? X's. A lot of X's being thrown. Is it quicker to type X? X is dominating. I can't believe you guys think the X is better than those Messies. Fair enough. So the X is going through. The Superfly versus the Mizuno Morelia Neo. There's the Mizuno's quality leather boots. And they are going up against the Superfly. Guys, you going Nike? You going Mizuno? Alright, here comes the votes. Superfly, Mizuno, Nike, Superfly. Okay, the guys are smashing the chat again. The Superfly is through to the next round. We've got the Copa 20 Plus against the Mizuno Betas. This is quite the matchup. These boots actually look quite similar. Both beautiful silver boots. Are you going to go with the Mizunos, their special edition Betas, or are you going to go with the Copa 20s? That's what I need to know. Whoa, you guys are going Copa crazy. Do you guys realize how good those Mizunos are? They're ridiculous. Alright, you've spoken. This is why you guys are voting, not me. The Tiempos against the T90 Laser remake. Do you guys like these remakes that Nike have been doing? T90 or Tiempo? What are we thinking? It's pretty even so far, guys. Make your vote count. Let me know. I think we're getting a few more Tiempos just. Oh, the T90. No, it's the Tiempo. The Tiempo is through to the next round. But right now, we're looking at the Nemesis 19 Plus taking on the Puma Futures. The brand new Puma Futures. Worn by Suarez, Griezmann, Marco Reus. A lot of players in those. What are we thinking? Are we thinking with the Puma Future 5.1s they are now? Or are we looking at the Adidas Nemesis 19 Plus? Puma, make your minds up. The Puma's doing pretty well at the moment. Future, Nemesis. It's a bit of a mix. It's probably about 50-50 at the moment, guys. So make your vote count. Okay, Puma has just taken it. The Futures are through. The Nemesis are out. Oh, these are good ones. The Predator remakes against the Furon. I got to tell you, I think the Mania remakes are some of the very best boots that I've seen this entire year for me. All right, so far we got Predators. The Furon is making a comeback a little bit. Predator, Furon. It's close. Okay, I honestly thought it was going to be the remakes the way these votes started off. But you know what? You guys seem to have gone Furon. So the Furon has knocked the Predators out, which I think is a crying shame. What a beautiful boot. The Magnetico against the X19 Plus. All right, X is dominating. I think this one's an easy one. The X is in. Right, last matchup of this round before we move on to the quarterfinals. And we've got the Vapors against the Venoms. Okay, guys, vote Vapor or Venom. I have a feeling I know which ways this is going to go. Okay, so we're starting off with a lot of Vapors. Yeah, all right, so the Vapor is through. We're not going to mess around with that. And as you guys can see, we are down to our quarter-finalists. All right, our first quarter-final. Tiempo, the X19.1. Who is going to take out the first of the quarter-finals? This boot is going to move into the semi-finals. Starting off, an X is going crazy. Couple of Tiempos. The X is our first semi-finalist. Next quarter-final sees the Furon against the Puma Futures. Alright, guys. The only player who really wears these, Sadio Mane. But then he has been absolutely killing it this year. What a year from Sadio Mane. I almost thought he was a sleeper for the Ballon d'Or. Domination by the Puma Future. The Puma Future is our next semi-finalist. Alright, the next quarterfinal clash sees the Superfly, perhaps our #1 ranked seed in this, I don't know. Wow. We are about to knock out a big playing Nike boot. The Superfly versus the Vapor. Now, there's been a lot of different designs for each of these boots, so bear in mind all the different kind of versions that we've seen of these, because the only difference between these two boots is that collar. Vote now. One of these boots is getting knocked out. One of them is moving on to the semi-finals. Is it the Vapor or the Superfly? Wow, this is going to be interesting to work out what is your guys' favorite here. Vapor, Superfly, Vapor, Superfly. It is very close. You know what? The Vapor, I think, is slightly winning. Oh, maybe not. Shout out now if you want the Superfly, because I thought the Vapor was going to take it for a second. Just going through all you guys' votes. This is absolutely super close one. Whoa, it is seriously close. I think only just super close. We are going to move the Superfly onto the semi-finals. And our last quarterfinal matchup involves, we've got the Copa 20 against the X19 Plus, which is our last semi-finalist. I think the X is doing all right here at the moment. Yeah, all right, X is our last semi-finalist. We have the first matchup sees the Puma Future take on the X19 Plus. One of these two boots will be in the final. Got a lot of Pumas coming in here. The Future is doing well. Puma, I'm seeing, whoa, okay, you guys have suddenly thrown in a lot of Pumas. All right, our first finalist is the Puma Future. We are going to keep the X down here because it is in the third, fourth playoff. We already know that this has to be the second semi-final. Is the Superfly against the X19.1. Future's in the final. Cast your votes. Here we go. Superfly or X. Nike. All right, guys. The Superfly is into the final. That means we've got a third, fourth playoff of the X's. So, okay, guys, who is going to get the bronze medal? Laces or no laces? That's the question. What do you prefer with the Adidas X line? It is a tricky one. Make your minds up. Let me know what you think. We are about to move on to the final. All right, I think we are going. Goodbye. We have a third place boot. Tell me your favorite boot of 2019. Is it the Puma Futures or is it the Superfly? We need a winner. Here we go. I mean, I'm not going to be massively surprised what I'm seeing here. You've got the likes of Mbappe, Ronaldo wearing the Superflies. Some fantastic colorways coming out with these against the Puma Futures, which got a lot of players wearing them. That the boot that has won best boot of 2019, thanks to your guys' votes, which are flowing in the live chat now, is the, drumroll please, the winner is the Nike Superfly. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for voting. Really appreciate it. Go check out some of the other videos on the channel, including our Pro Player Hacks video, which is live on the channel right now, and some unboxing of some of the best boots that we have seen in this year. They're all on the channel now. Guys, really appreciate you being subscribed. I really appreciate you joining the live chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Go enjoy your football.